Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock.
Yes!
Hells yeah!
Yes!
The first Saturday of the month of June, and we are here on our flagship platform to talk with you on the latest news, stories, and topics that's circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind. I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this amazing channel. And on behalf of all of us here on this channel, we appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in right now. Joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man who has died twice now at the hands of a zombie dog, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everyone. I have returned from the land of the dead, known as Raccoon City, for joining you today. Thank you for your time, your patience, and your views. Give me your money.
And
he's cut straight to the point, didn't he?
Joining me on my right is the host of the Black Files, my typewriter for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in demand hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, a man who's going to be happy and joy for the next half hour, and a man who is also a confirmed ableist, not by his own volition, of course.
It was done to me by the elite. They made me ableist.
I know. Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
It's okay, Juan, because at the end of the day, you're here with us, you're ready, you're willing, and you're able.
Oh my God, that hurts.
Yeah!
That hurts.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you will have access to all the perks that comes with being a member. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we've got plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everybody know that you're taking the extra, that you're going the extra mile by letting us live a little longer, by helping us out with being supported just $4.99 a month, by helping us build on things that we need, like new equipment. We've been needing a new HDMI cable forever, but we can't even get our hands on the right kind, because all the kinds that we're trying to get are always out of stock. But with your help and your support, we can get our hands on it. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice your mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback on what you think we should be doing to cover this channel and helping us shape the future of this channel.
Let's go ahead and say hi to the folks in the live chat right now. Our favorite contrarian Bunda is there, clearly showing his bias against CM Punk.
It's all right. Bunda can tune out for the first half hour of the show. It's okay.
This is going to be Juan's favorite first half hour of the show.
And Nikki Bella, part of our mod squad, thank you for helping us out with that weird bot thing. That was such a bizarre ass comment on there.
Gene Rick, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate
Gene Rick.
Yay!
Of all the unsolicited porn that had to show up in the chat, it had to be that one.
That's so bizarre.
What the fuck is your search history?
I have no idea.
Hey, man. People have weird fetishes, I'm just saying.
We also have Lisa Boo, our inner flocker.
Bring back lynching.
And Project Metal Music is back in the chat. Hey, up there,
it's
folks.
our boy.
Yes.
Thank you. One and all to the Ravens Flock. Folks, let's ask you a very simple question. All right?
Okay. What's the question?
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Is that... Hang on, let me look. Is that a cult of personality?
Indeed it is.
That's not what I see. I see three assholes on our TV.
Well, that's because you have to look further. You have to see our anger. You have to know our dreams.
Hang on a minute. Okay, now I see it.
You have to be everything. You have to understand we've been everything you want to be.
That is the cult of personality.
Like Mussolini and Kennedy. First of all, thank you, Gene Rick, for the $2.99 super sticker.
Thank you for the money, Gene Rick.
Yes,
we are the cult of personality. That's right, baby. We're gonna start heavy and strong with wrestling news.
Current AEW wrestler and former AEW World Champion CM Punk has been announced that he will be returning for the impending televised debut of AEW Saturday Collision, which is on Saturday, June 17th at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois.
We are 2 weeks away.
Now, Color was very surprised. As you know, Mr. Punk has had a very turbulent history with the AEW ever since the spat that turned into a fight, that turned into a man angrily eating pastries and claiming that he was too old for this shit, and
Actually,
some other
it was
words.
first the spat, then eating angry, and then the fight.
Sorry, I got it the other way around.
It's
No,
okay.
you're fine.
There was a nebulous time where people were questioning, is he going to stay with the AEW? Will he return to the WWE? Will he say screw it and go make his own wrestling federation with blackjack and hookers? And then we realized that, no, apparently he's going to stay with the AEW, which means that either the money is very good or our man's got some plans.
Well, let me go ahead and bring up the quick bullet points to catch everyone up to speed.
Real quick, I do want to mention what Bunda said over here. I just want to point out that I bought one of those CM Punk shirts and flipped it for $40. How much did it? Cost you initially? Wasn't it like $35? So
Hang on
you
a
made
minute.
$5 profit.
Hang on, let me answer
Tori
let
Blonde.
me answer Tori's question.
Hello there, Tori Blonde.
yes.
Welcome to the Ravens flock.
Yes, we did. Yes, we actually do have stories about us meeting professional wrestlers. That's for another time because I actually want to get into the main story. So,
We promise we'll regale you later.
yes, CM Punk made his return to wrestling on the second episode of AEW Rampage on during the summer of 2021. And then as we head into 2022, heading into AEW's Double or Nothing, more stories have been coming out about stories of infighting, stories of conflicts between CM Punk and members of the AEW roster.
Like real life stories, not the stuff that you watch on TV.
It was becoming embarrassingly public.
Exactly.
Some things are meant to stay behind closed doors. Unfortunately, some big boys are actually little boys inside, and they couldn't put on their big boy pants and actually do. I just realized I'm not
Do
wearing
work,
pants.
make money, man.
With none of the problems being addressed because CM Punk CM Punk mentioned that there have members, let's say it, the executive vice presidents, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have apparently built up this whole story, this whole conspiracy that CM Punk got one of their friends fired, and with CM Punk's problems going unanswered after AEW All Out 2022 in September, after successfully capturing the AEW World Title against Jon Moxley, CM Punk sat down at the post-pay-per-view press conference and completely and unloaded a pipe bomb,
a verbal demolition, which of any other.
destroying AEW, the talent, and destroying the executive vice presidents, and destroying Tony Khan right in front of Tony Khan, in front of the whole world.
Right in his face.
All the while, Khan tried desperately not to piss himself in embarrassment. I swear to God, I have never seen a man look more like a kicked dog in my life.
And then after he said his piece, later on during the press conference, then the backstage brawl out happened between CM Punk and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and CM Punk's real-life friend / trainer, Ace Steel.
Not to mention Ace Steel's wife and CM Punk's dog, Larry, the most adorable, ugly-ass dog in all the world. Because, like, let's face it, like you don't adopt a dog just because it's cute. You adopt a dog because it matches with your personality. And this little scrappy, adorable little, you've seen the dog, right?
Yes.
Angel? Oh God Almighty! I'll say this right now.
It was the littlest hobo of dogs.
But it's got a heart of gold, and it has the same heart as his fur daddy, CM Punk,
And
It
as
also demands ice cream bars.
with its name on it.
As a result of the physical altercation, Tony Khan suspended every person involved in the fight, including the main perpetrators of the fight, CM Punk and the Elite, and stripped CM Punk of the AEW World Title and stripped Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks of the AEW World Trios titles. Since then, there's been a lot of stories coming up of what's the future of CM Punk. Lots of details of the Brawlout event being retold. Like there was different conflicting stories. There were stories of CM Punk's contract, being bought out by being frozen or bought out by AEW.
We were covering every single one of these silly rumors.
There was a lot of speculation flying all over the place. To be honest.
And we were trying to see what parts of it held any water, if any. And thankfully, like, our actual postulation on this is like, okay, the guy is worth too much money to just fire. And however, if they did let him out of his contract, they would owe him a lot more, and he would be paid to do nothing. However, CM Punk, one of his greatest strengths is also one of his greatest weaknesses,
which is,
and as a diehard, like, look, I've got my CM Punk shirt is older than y'all's. I've been a Punk fan for forever, so I can say this shit of a guy that I admire, just like anyone else can. The motherfucker knows nothing about quitting.
Unfortunately, yeah.
He has a really bad, like, he's got the work ethic, the likes of which anyone could wish for. Like, okay, he wants to be in there. He wants to make a change. He wants to make money for himself, but also at the same time be someone who contributes. One of the things that Punk is very well known about is that in the early 2000s, he was part of the roster of Ring of Honor. But as he was in Ring of Honor for several years, he had also grown and became one of the coaches, one of the trainers. He was helping behind the scenes. He was doing everything in his power to learn about, okay, I want to learn this part of the business, this part of pro wrestling, about booking, about timing matches, helping guys tweak their finish, because this was taught to me. I want to help build that and teach that to people. I want to teach that to others in the professional wrestling ring, because that's what you do. You learn everything you can and you pass on what you learn. That's one of the reasons why Punk himself has been kind of quiet, because he has not said, like, fuck this, screw AEW, I'm out. Because he's still in his gut, that nagging little feeling of, I want to help make a positive change. This has the potential to be an incredible professional wrestling promotion, and I want to do everything in my power, so help me Jeebus, to make it the best it can.
And I totally agree with you.
But the problem is he won't stop. He's like, he gets in his own way.
It's like a steam locomotive, slow to start, but once it's going, it's nearly impossible to slow down and completely impossible to steer.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. Now let's talk. Now, fast forwarding to now, present day. On the May 31st edition of AEW Dynamite, CEO and head booker and whatever you want to call him now, Tony Khan,
executive producer, CEO, lead booker, executive bestest boy,
cocaine ringleader,
like specialist virgin ever, Tony Khan.
No. Ringleader.
No, he's
that he moves the products instead of just consuming it all himself.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's just a customer.
No. That's why he's the specialist virgin.
All right. Tony Khan has announced that on the televised debut of AEW Saturday Collision on June 17th, CM Punk will be making his return. And the reception to that announcement, there were fans in San Diego, California that cheered for CM Punk, but there were also fans that were booing for the CM Punk announcement.
They were like, what? No, what?
So he's finally reached that strange point between face and heel where half of the fandom loves him and the other half hates his guts.
It really has a lot to do with how for the past 9 months, the internet wrestling community, ourselves included, actually, despite our own efforts, go figure, no one's going to listen to three little assholes in front of a camera, but larger voices in the internet wrestling community and professional wrestling community have been going with the narrative that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks have been trying to spread for the last 9 months, that CM Punk is unprofessional, that he causes drama, that he's a cancer. No, wait, that was Chris Jericho's line.
That was Jericho.
That he's a cancer to the locker room, that he shouldn't be a part of it, that he should never come back, that he's only in it for himself. Newsflash, every professional wrestler should be in it for themselves. But that doesn't mean you can't work with each other. We make each other money. Like, listen,
yes.
One of the best matches that he had in All Elite Wrestling was a bloody ass dog collar match.
And you're
probably wondering what that means, Angel. As in, they each have a collar that's padlocked.
And they're chained to each other.
Oh, shit.
With maybe 10 feet or 15 feet of slack.
So you can't escape.
Between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. They were tearing each other to pieces.
We turned these men into bulldogs. You know they got that dog in them? No, the dog is coming out now.
The dog is coming out.
Oh, my God.
And you've seen Larry. We know what Eddie Kingston's kind of guy is. He's a badass. And so let me put it this way. The way that they were presenting their rivalry on screen, the way that they were presenting themselves, you would think that Eddie Kingston was seriously wanting to try to kill CM Punk. But nobody would sign up for a fucking dog collar match without being able to trust the other guy in the ring. Okay, I'm literally chained to each other. We're gonna make each other bleed. We're gonna be freaking brutal with each other. Let's make money. Let's make this a big badass match. You want to be a horseshit heel? You go ahead and be a horseshit heel. I'll be the little baby face who doesn't understand, but I'll still be snide with you. That way, folks can see like, okay, maybe there's a facet of why Eddie Kingston doesn't like Punk.
Right.
But at the same time, at the end
Because
of the day,
Punk killed my grandmother, all right?
actually, kind of.
Oh,
Punk-
shit, I was
no,
kidding.
I was joking. No, he didn't kill his grandma. No. The story is that Eddie Kingston, back in the early days of Ring of Honor, was a young wrestler, and CM Punk was just on his way out, and they're like, oh, hey, I know this guy, Eddie Kingston, he's going to be great. And Punk saying now, like, dude, you have not lived up to the expectations I had for you.
Oh,
Fuck you, Punk.
damn.
You don't judge me. You can't look down on me. You're an old man, and you're just here to stomp on everyone else. Nobody likes you.
Reaction.
Oh,
See what I
yeah.
You know what?
It all stems from real life stuff, but tweak it into a match.
Into an actual story. Because, come on.
It strikes me that all the people that are working in the industry complaining about Punk right now, I don't know, man. All their complaints seem to round down to, how come my spotlight is not as big as his?
Yeah, and
It's like the how would I call this? Let me put it this way. Let's say that the entire cast of the Avengers is like getting together in the theater. Everybody's happy to see them. But when Robert Downey Jr. walks in, yeah, that's when.
Oh yeah, no, that happened
that's
every
when
single
the
time.
shit
at
starts.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Not because the other guys are lesser. It's because he's
the Godfather
face
of the
He's
MCU.
the guy.
He shows-
yeah.
It's kind of hilarious the fact that he's actually like real short in real life.
He's like, isn't he like 5'9",
like 5'8".
5'7"?
I'm
5'8".
5'8". He's only marginally a little shorter than me.
Yeah,
Like
he
5'7",
is.
5'8".
Yeah,
around
camera work does well. But the point is,
Right.
you got, okay, in a band, you got the drummer, the guitarist, the bassist, haha, poor bassist. But the singer is the guy whose face you see on the record label, you know? Like, they have presence, power, charisma, and for better or worse, when they show up, the spotlight is on them, and that causes resentment because, let's not lie to ourselves, when you boil it down, wrestling is glorified violent theater. And that means that everybody in there is an actor. And nobody in the world
world's
is a
a
bigger
stage.
prima donna than actors and actresses. And when you got all those clashing egos there, the guy who gets the brunt of the hatred is the guy who you know is going to put asses in seats. Because the people that love him want to see him win. And the people that hate him want to see him lose. So everybody's going to go see him win and or lose. It's a win or lose situation.
That is true. I mean, and here's the thing. Before the announcement was made official, there have been reports that CM Punk has had positive conversations with Tony Khan, had positive conversations with Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho.
So yeah, even fucking Jericho, who called CM Punk a cancer, all this crap. Yeah, Jericho, this old
I can't get over the fact that he called him that.
a bloviated freaking guy over here.
Come
He's
on,
like,
bro. Logan Paul is right there.
Go
You want
on.
a club full of useless cells that keep growing without limit? Look at that shit right there.
Oh, damn.
like even with that much ego with that Chris Jericho's got, even he's willing to look like CM Punk in the eye and say, "All right, I know how to be a businessman. I invented being a businessman. Let's make money."
It's the simple.
Yeah, sure, man.
It's the simple act of, I don't like you and I don't trust you,
But I trust
But
you
you-
enough to have a match with you and for us to make money.
but I trust
for
you
us
to be a professional.
because
Exactly.
he's done nothing but be professional. The
Like
whole
when we
time.
get in the ring, you know what to do. I know what to do. Outside of the ring, we stay out of each other's way.
we stay out of each other's way,
it's
we're not
like,
fuck with each other, and we'll be fine.
It's like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The woman who paid Vivian, the mother,
Yeah.
she did not like Will Smith.
Oh
the,
God!
The reasons for the first actress. Nobody knows why.
No
that
wonder
happened.
they like
Recast
fired
her.
her.
Yeah, apparently that the recast was for completely different reasons, but
Oh.
nobody knows why it happened. It's personal stuff, but she did not get along with Will Smith. But you wouldn't know that when the cameras are rolling,
No, you wouldn't.
because everybody acted their part perfectly.
They did their jobs damn well.
They
This is
did.
actually. I'm not
We're
lying.
so rich, how come we ain't got a ceiling?
Oh, my
I
God.
fucking loved that line. Like,
God,
oh,
every time
we're so
fourth
rich.
rain-
How come we got us?
How come we can't afford a ceiling?
Ah,
Every now
All
and
right.
then the fourth wall just disappears and it's the best.
Oh no!
All right,
that,
let's get
I
to
especially loved how freaking what's his face Carlton lost his shit and ran
ran
through
through
the
the
entire studio.
that was pretty awesome. That was pretty dope. But let's get over to the articles, Juancho. I've sent you I've sent you some details.
Show
on
me
this
what's
matter.
going on here.
Let's share this first article here from Wrestling Inc. Let's see. Yep. There, because we do have more details on who CM Punk might work with as he makes his comeback in 2 weeks' time.
I love the fact that most of these contracts boil down to, here's a pile of money. Choose your fighter.
All right.
CM Punk.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho.
Kenny Omega. Oh, is that Kurishi Randall's son?
Hello,
Kuriski,
Randall-san. Thank you for joining us. All right.
Wanted Will Smith to advocate for the rest of the cast to get money, but he did not want to do it, and he didn't. The hell?
Oh,
We'll have to look that up.
And money.
yeah. Okay, we're gonna.
I want to investigate this.
yeah,
later.
we're gonna have to investigate this. Holy shit!
All right, but in this article that was published by, scroll down please,
Sean Ramft.
Sean Ramft, which was updated yesterday. It says here, unless you've been under a rock, you know that CM Punk will be returning. Yep, that's right. And now Fightful Select is reporting on the potential opponents being lined up for his return. Chris Jericho, the aforementioned champion, was a name that was pitched early on, but Fightful stated that it hasn't heard anything new on that for a while. A later report indicated that Samoa Joe, the current Ring of Honor World Television Champion, versus Punk had been pitched, and it reportedly remains in the works.
Well.
Samoa Joe was actually one of the major opponents that CM Punk feuded with during his time in Ring of Honor.
The fact that he's now like an actual champion with a title would be like appropriate drama. Like
Angel, you have to understand, Samoa Joe and CM Punk had fought for the Ring of Honor World Championship before. Their matches have been iconic. Like the original Summer of Punk story that was put out all those years ago was over CM Punk winning the Ring of Honor World Championship right before leaving to work in the WWE.
Well.
That's where the controversy of all that came up.
That would be a good hook to make a grudge happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it was 13 years ago. Am I right? No.
Well, we gotta bring it back.
No. It was in 2005.
Okay. Oh my God. 18 years ago. My bad. Jesus. So the fact remains, the legendary rivalry of Samoa Joe and CM Punk, they know each other. They've both been decorated champions in different promotions.
They can reignite that rivalry, and it'll look awesome.
Without problems.
It would be nice to have like an angry Samoa Joe basically go, after all these years, will you prove yourself to be honorable? You come to challenge me in the Ring of Honor?
Once again.
You disgust me.
Now, the latest...
Thank you, Christy, by the way. Look in my eyes.
Yes.
What do you see? The beauty is in the eyes. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Christy.
All right. Now, another wrestler that was pitched for CM Punk's return is the current AEW newest signee, Switchblade Jay White, the leader of what is now called Bullet Club Gold.
Oh snap! Well,
the man named after a knife is leading the Club of Bullets. This crossover is getting complicated.
Okay, Angel, I believe we've told you about the story of the faction known as Bullet Club.
You did. It was quite fascinating.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It grew in New Japan Pro Wrestling. It basically composed of all the gaijin wrestlers, like foreign wrestlers. Basically, like, you know what? Screw this. Screw the Japanese heroes. We're getting together. We're taking over. Like, what's his face? Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. They've all been members of the Bullet Club back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And for the longest time, it was one of the hardest, most dominant factions in independent wrestling outside of the United States.
Damn.
So the fact that we've got factions of Bullet Club in the United States, in AEW, at Impact Wrestling,
And in the WWE.
What's his face? AJ Styles and the Good Brothers together, right?
Yep, AJ Styles, the Good Brothers, and Mia Yim.
Yep.
This could grow to something pretty big. But man, we're only pretty big guys. Be aware, we're just throwing ideas here. This is not like none of this has been announced.
Yeah, it's just all our opinions
But
right now.
this sounds like a pretty good seed for a conflict, which means that most likely won't use it.
Hang on, scroll back up one.
That's all rehashing the all out stuff.
Yeah, okay. But everything else on the article is basically, just the same stuff here. So,
All right, let me take a look over here at this other article you sent. I think it was the same stuff. Yeah, same stuff.
Same
Yep.
stuff. Okay, okay.
So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Samoa Joe would be like? Do you think that would be the most likely option of? Like, if it wasn't Samoa Joe, who would you think would fight Punk for his big grand re-debut?
Okay, so I certainly don't want to see him feud with Chris Jericho. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want him feuded with Chris Jericho because have you looked at his feud with Adam Cole?
Baby.
God, that was awful. Yeah, no. I want CM Punk to work with other wrestlers. I want him to work with the Blackpool Combat Club. He's had great matches with John Moxley. I'd like to see him go up against Bryan Danielson, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli. That's a good mensch.
Yeah, no, it is. It actually does work out to have them feud with him. However, that's more of a team feud, and he would have to team up with his buddies who are tag team champions, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, FTR.
Yes.
So that would work out with a faction versus faction fight. But
I'm
if you're
on
going
the ones
one-on-one.
that I'm narrowing this down because I'm trying to reach like a proper conclusion.
You're fine, dude.
I'm on all of these that you know. Which one of them do you think would have a personal stakes in this match?
Easy. Kenny Omega.
Why?
Kenny.
Now, actually, no, you know what? Not Kenny. Adam Page.
Why Adam
Hangman
Page?
Adam Page. Let me put it this way.
Because his big mouth started it all.
Really?
Okay, Angel. I'm going to refresh you on this just to give it to you one more time. The reason CM Punk back in September last year went off at the mouth at everybody and specifically shat on Hangman Adam Page was because in their earlier fight, in their earlier rivalry on screen, where Hangman Adam Page was the AEW World Champion, Adam Page basically took jabs, going off script, going into business for himself,
These
and saying
attacks
like,
got personal.
and basically said like, "Yo, you say you talk about workers' rights, you want to talk about how you're here to support all the other people. Well, that's not what I've been seeing. So I'm actually, so when I face you for this championship, I'm not defending it against you. I'm defending all of All Elite Wrestling from you."
Ooh, trying to frame
Punk-
him as the bad guy, huh?
And Punk, the entire time, he was even trying to tweak the actual dialogue in there. Like, listen, I really don't understand why you're taking all this so personally. This is nothing personal to you. I respect the work that you're doing. I'm just coming after you because you're the champion and I'm the #1 contender. He was trying to get like, dude, motherfucker, we're live.
Get back on
You're
script,
back on
you shit.
script.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And all of that started from that little germ of.
Page has a personal stake against Punk, thinking him as he basically thinks about him the same way that people that hate Punk think about Punk.
Exactly. And then fast forward to the August 17th edition of AEW Dynamite. CM Punk was scheduled to be in a segment with John Moxley, but before he went to that, he actually went off script himself and called out Hangman Adam Page to challenge him for the AEW World title right there in an impromptu match, which never happened. So that made Hangman Page look bad.
Oh,
So he's
damn.
so he basically like, okay, you know what? You want to act like a little baby. You don't want to actually talk this out like professionals. Okay, fine. Bet. I will come out since John Moxley was interim AEW champion. Like while Punk was out on injury and healing up, and Punk came back and he's still the recognized champion. Like, okay, how about this? Adam Page, here's the championship. I'm offering you a chance to face me right now.
He literally says, $50, little man. Put that shit there.
Anything? No? Okay, well, I guess your cowboy shit that you like to say
that's
is
where
really
that came
coward
from.
shit.
That's where that's from. Okay, see, now that I want to see. It's pretty clear that Adam Page...
Buddha agrees at this point. Like, I would have fired Adam Page. I would have fired him right then and there, too, because he cost...
I would have
How
fired
many millions of dollars has AEW lost because of the absence of CM Punk?
I don't even want to know.
They've lost too much
Enough
money.
to cover the national debt 3 times over. But okay, so this means that this will be the perfect matchup because it's pretty clear that Page has some actual real life beef with this man.
Plus the need for CM Punk to be back on TV. I mean, let's not lie to ourselves. Warner Brothers Discovery, for all the crap that they have done so far, I know we've crapped on them on this program.
And I will continue to do so until the stars burn out.
Or until the company itself dissolves into the ether.
Or until they give me their money.
Yeah, okay, we get that. The point being, I think they may have also had a hand in influencing the decision to work with CM Punk to bring him back on TV. Because they recognize where the money is.
I will not doubt it. At the end of the day, for all the controversy CM Punk has done, he's still one of the most popular names in wrestling. He puts asses in seats. And
Whether you like him, hate him, or you're indifferent to him, you can't deny CM Punk moves the needle.
And
he actually gets people buying stuff. Let me put it this way. This past Wednesday, immediately after the announcement that CM Punk is officially returning, the ticket sales for the upcoming event on Saturday, June 17th, where Punk is returning, jumped up, and within 12 hours, instead of it being stagnant and maybe a couple dozen tickets being sold, they sold an extra 500 tickets just on the after the announcement.
Imagine that at minimum, if you have this guy and you're working for your business, you get 500 paying customers.
Hells yeah, man.
Minimum. That's just not counting the people that already jumped in because they knew he was going to be there from the beginning.
Also, this is the same Warner Brothers Discovery that gave AEW more money and gave them and tell them, hey, we want a Saturday show. Give us a Saturday show.
Okay, fine. You can have
here's
your
a Saturday
press
show. It's going to be
also.
great. We're calling it Collision. Oh, by the way, guys, we want Punk. But I don't care what kind of
the
bullshit.
music style.
No, we want CM Punk.
Like the Spider-Man.
We want the man who moves your needle.
Puts
the
out a picture of
Second
Jesus.
City
This man?
Saint, the straight edge
Thank you, Angel.
superstar. We want the man that you guys have been keeping on the shelf for 9 months because your executive vice presidents had their fifis hurt by him.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean, and then the actual CM Punk breaks through the wall. They're talking about me, stupid. Dressed in a freaking like hospital gown.
They're talking about me, stupid.
But
Folks,
okay.
Yeah, folks, let us
This
know in
looks
the
good.
chat right now your opinions. But this will be very interesting to see what happens in 2 weeks' time, considering with the AEW Saturday Collision coming up. Like I said, there will be a soft split in the wrestling roster of who will want to work with CM Punk Saturdays and who will want to work on Dynamite Wednesdays.
Imagine if the management forces people who do hate him to work with him. Imagine the drama, the pathos. But yeah, no, ultimately it looks like Adam Page seems to be like the best person to fight here because there's like actual personal beef. There's actual reason to get people hyped up. And it's a good way to either put the bastard down or squash the beef.
Like
Could happen
before
either
they
way,
can,
right?
Before they can even set up a match or anything like that. It's the two of the men have to actually sit down and they're like, okay, what's your actual fucking problem? Let's settle this shit. Let's talk like gentlemen. Let's sort this shit out. I'm too old. I'm tired. I'm hurt. I'm hungry, and I work with fucking children. Let's actually talk.
And the other side just goes, "Your mama," and here we are again. Because you know it's gonna be like that. Because Adam Page doesn't seem like the kind of guy. The fact that he's willing to go off script and make the company waste so much money because he has a personal petty vendetta against Punk over a perceived slight of how dare you be so popular. No, seriously, that's what his entire argument boils down to. Should tell you that by default, this individual will not listen to reason. I guarantee you. It's what was the sign again? Don't play chess with a pigeon. It will only shit all over the board and strut around thinking like it's won.
Oh my God, Adam Page is a chess pigeon.
He's a pigeon. He's a
Never-
freaking
chess
pigeon.
pigeon.
Yeah,
He's
chess
a
pigeons. No matter how bright your skill is or how amazing your strategy, the bear will simply crap on the board and strut around looking like it's won.
Oh my
That's it.
freaking Lord.
That being said,
You
I
actually
guess
pinned it down.
my number one concern with CM Punk returning is not the controversy, but his physical condition, because he's 44 years old,
Man's
and he's
pushing it.
shown that since coming back into wrestling that he's been injury prone. I do want to see a change in his wrestling style, because wrestlers, like sometimes they have to change up their styles.
What do you think he could change it to exactly?
He would have to go a little bit more of a brawler. He's been he's not afraid of still diving off. He's not afraid of doing high spot acrobatic maneuvers. Because even though he has been grounding more of his presentation,
We gotta step with the Anakin and put more like Darth Vader in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There you go.
I mean, it makes sense.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a more brawling style with CM Punk. That'll go great with his repertoire.
Become
since
Zangief.
Since he's also one hell of a striker. Like, he knows how to punch and kick like nobody does.
I mean, yeah, it would be a good way to actually use his extremities. Because, hey, listen, high-flying attacks are all well and good. But sometimes the funniest parts of wrestling to me is seeing a dude who is just a tank.
Yeah.
You know, every
Yeah.
time they do, all I see is like the blue Final Fantasy XIV shield icon and some big mofo that looks like a goddamn meatball with arms and legs just starts taking everything they throw.
So Omos, the
Yes,
Nigerian
Omos.
giant.
Yeah, also when those Viking guys showed up during the big dramatic showdown of the, what was the name of the wrestling event? I forgot.
At
the name.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, and they got the blessing from their shaman, and suddenly they started
Valhalla.
no-selling everything.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yes, Nordic Berserker, let's go!
Sarah Logan became Valhalla, the shaman of the Viking Raiders.
Literally prayed for them to the gods, and they got a buff. It was amazing.
That being said, we are looking forward to this return. CM Punk's return in AEW will definitely look a lot better than the new Undisputed Championship belt from SmackDown. And that's a totally different
Okay,
thing.
but like the one other thing that I had to point out over here, yes, we named the episode here And this is a shout out to Ollie Davis across the pond in England, which is part of the UK. I know, Angel, you don't think it exists.
No, it does.
What?
I already acknowledged this the
Oh,
previous
yeah,
episode.
the UK. Yes, thank you. Oh, God, you're right. Thank you.
If they have the balls to make stupid economic decisions just to oppose another country from getting their own stupid decision, only a real country could do something that dumbass.
Oh, Lord.
I acknowledge your stupidity, United Kingdom. You truly do. You are one of the kingdoms of all time.
Claude1789. Hello there, Claude. Welcome to the Ravens flock. Punk style is not suitable for AEW. AEW is all spots.
What does it mean, spots?
As in high spots, flippy,
Lot of
flappy.
flippy.
Acrobatic fight. So basically, you think that AEW is no performers, mostly technicians?
I'll have to
No,
disagree.
it's the other way around. Like,
The other
no
way around.
technicians, mostly performers.
Mostly
Okay, so
but-
performance is serious and grounded.
No, performers as in
Technicians is-
high-flying and
Okay, so all performers, no tech.
pretty much.
Well,
I'll have to disagree with that because there's different styles that they show in AEW.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
they
disagree
show.
also because-
for instance, they show guys with exploding boots.
There you
and
go.
they show guys with.
Falcon kick!
And they show girls who are space aliens.
Also, when you think about it, that might be one
And
of the
they show
reasons
Kenny
why-
Omega.
That may be one of the reasons why Punk is popular in the AEW, because he's bringing something different to the table. Amongst the sea of technicians, sometimes you want to see a guy just do performance.
No, it's the other way around, Angel. These
Angel,
guys-
why are you getting your arrows twisted, bro?
Hang on, other way around. So among a sea of performers, you might want to see a guy that just gets down and dirty, and those technicians. It's like, imagine an entire household filled with Jackie Chans, and then Jet Li walks in.
Ouch.
I don't want no trouble. Repeat it like 100 times.
Oh, God.
Okay,
No,
but if
worse.
Jackie Chan fights Jet Li and they are inside a factory and Jackie Chan is 5 feet away from a ladder, but Jet Li is 3 feet away from remembering his dead wife, who throws the first punch?
I've got a better one here for you, Angel.
Hey.
The scene in... do you know the movie Johnny English?
Yes, wonderful
Okay.
film.
He's chasing down this one dude out of a building. I believe you've seen this before.
Yeah.
It's like he's chasing
Yeah,
this
okay.
this bad guy who's doing all sorts of these great parkour and jumping off the rooftop across this construction stuff. Johnny English casually walking across the roof, taking the elevator, walking down. Oh, there's a gentleman. There's a gentleman with a cherry picker. Here's a tenor. Let me just borrow this for a minute. Thank you. Zzz. And he meets the guy right outside the building as he's jumping down the staircase. And he's right there waiting for him.
Oh my goodness.
What did you-
CM Punk is Johnny English.
I mean, yeah, we could, if only for the sake of variety and contrast, I believe that yes, CM Punk as a technician, that is him, right? Technician.
Yes.
Yes.
He could work by virtue of bringing a more grounded brawler-like style. Sure, it might not be the flashiest thing, but you know what? Count Dooku is a professional fencer, and I remember him a lot more than Yoda's flippy-floppy bullshit.
However,
However,
remember that he's the one who lopped off Anakin Skywalker's arm.
watch
Exact-
out. I do
professional
want to bring
duelist.
up yes.
Eh.
Counterpoint. We actually do have grounded technicians in AEW.
Boomst.
Brian Danielson,
Who's bleeding up with Blackpool Combat Club?
Claudio Castagnoli,
Who's bleeding up in the Blackpool Combat Club?
Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia.
He's part of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
I'm sorry, who?
Okay, never mind.
Exactly.
So
Everyone in the
so we
Jericho
got
Appreciation
C
Society is a
tiers and
sentient
DLC.
blood bag.
Damn. Okay, so
AEW
yeah,
has
no.
quality wrestlers. Miro, Dragon, Gymnastics is great sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But it can't be all you have. Like, listen, in a world of vanilla ice cream, finding a scoop of chocolate is like finding God himself.
Ambrosia. By the way, I'll not forget the fact that Kids Next Door had an episode dedicated to the 3 great flavors, strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla, and apparently there is a golden 4th flavor, and nobody knows what it is, but it's so pure and mythical that you're supposed to eat it by itself. If you try to put sprinkles on it, it literally causes the entire place to collapse.
Oh
Well-
my freaking lord.
Well, I'll tell you what. Pro wrestling isn't the only industry that has to put out some brush fires when it comes to AEW.
Oh no.
Oh yes, we are transitioning over to entertainment, over to movies.
It's all entertainment, is
It's
it?
all
It's all
entertainment.
and it's all nerdy news, and like this is like
right,
an
fine.
example of folks getting their butts hurt.
All right, fine. But folks,
Let me double check something over here. Bundo's saying like I'm over.
all right, go
I'm
on.
interacting with-
Technician,
like, he's saying, like,
technician.
Angel, no, Angel, it's nothing but indie backyard circus crap. Angel has said technician 5 times in the last 20 seconds. I have banned
Technician.
Angel from using the word technician.
Technician.
No. Okay, yeah, like, but okay, we get where you're coming from there, Claude, and we totally understand that. but you have to have the actual variety on there that's going on. Cesaro, as in Claudio Castagnoli and Bryan Danielson, if we could have more guys like that, more guys like Miro, more guys like Punk,
Adam Cole,
baby.
He's an example.
It could work.
But they have to present properly instead of like the elite goofballs and their exploding super kicks.
Reminds me of the hilarious real life event when an MMA fighter actually went around challenging and defeating dojos, because since Kung Fu movies became very popular in the United States during the early 90s, a bunch of dojos opened up that taught you very basic, flashy self-defense without actually teaching you martial arts. So this guy from the MMA just decided, you know what, let me show you how it's done. And he proceeded to beat the shit out of like 20 professional senseis. They literally banned him from every dojo in the state for that.
All right, moving on from one controversial entertainment performer to another controversial
Man, we are
figure.
jumping out of this so fast, I
Gentlemen,
swear.
let's talk about Tom Cruise.
What do we know about Tom Cruise?
Well,
Tom Cruise is one of the greatest action actors of all time in Hollywood. I mean, shoot, have you seen
He's made
his movies?
all the money. Go ahead. Look up his Wikipedia right under
It literally says all of it.
all of the money.
All the money.
In fact, the money in my wallet right now, he just let me borrow it for a little bit.
It's a prop.
He's very nice.
He goes on pinky promises.
Yeah, he's made a lot of great films. Most notably, like the ones that folks will remember the most, is the Top Gun movies, the original, and the newest one that came out this year,
Which saved the theater.
yeah.
See, Bunda is watching Edge of Tomorrow right now on HBO.
Edge of Tomorrow. Very good.
It was the one I told you guys about. Emily Blunt's the lady's name. Jesus.
Guys,
It took me 3 weeks to remember the woman's
A
name.
little off topic. What
Yes.
was the name of that movie that goes, same mask cannot occupy the same space?
Don't know.
I don't remember. Who was in it?
The bad guy was Alan Rickman, and it was about going back to the past to prevent something bad from happening. And they kill the bad guy when they push him into a past version of himself, and he melts into a blob of skin and teeth.
I don't
Ew.
remember,
I don't
dude.
know this
Sorry,
one,
man.
but
You
it
travel
sounds
back
awesome.
in time by getting in a car and driving into a wall.
We'll have to look it up.
I have to
another
look this
time,
up because
but-
this sounds fucking metal.
But getting back to it, the Top Gun movies, the Mission Impossible movies, both good
Jerry
and
Maguire,
bad.
Cocktail,
Etc.
and of course, the one film role that should have landed him every award ever, his performance as Hollywood mogul Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my God!
I will rain fire and thunder upon you. I will fuck you up.
Yes,
Somebody find out who that is.
I love this. I love that. Tom Cruise is just purely awesome. Like, yeah, he's had his moments in Hollywood where his ego got way out of control,
Well, I mean, let's be honest.
Scientology, for example.
I have yet
going
to
crazy
see...
on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Yeah. That
was Time
That
Cop.
wasn't on Ellen.
The movie
that
was
on,
Time Cop.
No, it was Ellen.
No, where he jumped. No,
Oh
it
no,
was Oprah.
Oprah. My bad.
Oprah.
I forgot.
Time
That was
Cop?
Jean-Claude Van Damme. The movie was Time Cop.
Oh God, no wonder.
Never the selves shall meet. Equal mass cannot occupy the same space.
That's what's up.
That's
Okay.
wonderful. But
Sorry,
let's,
going back to the important stuff.
But yeah, there was a time during his career where his ego got way completely out of control. Like,
yeah. Some
but-
Seto Kaiba shit.
some said, okay, well, I wouldn't go that far. Seto
He
Kaiba's a
built
totally...
his own city, bro.
He built his own city and he exploded his father's weapons factory as a fuck you.
Yeah, but did Tom Cruise did that?
No, but if he could, he
We don't
would.
know the kind of relationship that Tom Cruise has with his dad. For all
But-
we know, Tom Cruise built a monument to his father and blew it up.
Now-
We don't know. Scientology's hiding it.
Props to that point in case is Tom Cruise for all his
Oh,
flaws.
Wank Chefsberry. Hello there, Wank Chefsberry. Welcome to the Ravens flock. I respect Tom because he really brings it. Does his own stunts. Not sure about the Scientology shit, though.
Fair enough.
That's fair
now,
enough.
when it comes to actual acting, nobody can deny the man's talent. The fact that he came back, brought back Top Gun, and made it one of the highest grossing movies of the entire year, if not the film everybody was talking about. Like
Last year.
he overshadowed the MCU, Disney, everybody that was trending at the moment. Everybody could just talk about, holy shit, playing movies. It was the best Ace Combat adaptation we could possibly ask for.
It was incredible.
So when it comes to his work, that cannot be denied. Unfortunately, it looks like the man's ego gets the best of him even now, because despite the fact that he's still well known and beloved by the acting and cinema community, he somehow cannot stand not being on the spotlight for the entire time.
So in a classic case of folks not learning from their past history and are doomed to repeat themselves, we have a report here from CBR.com.
Comic book research.
Comic book, thank you. And the headline reads, Tom Cruise is pissed off over Oppenheimer, claiming Mission Impossible 7's IMAX theaters.
That's right.
Okay, get a load of this, folks. And yeah, this is reported by Lee Freitag. That this is just published yesterday. The finale to Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible franchise, Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Part 1?
As in, he split it into a multi-part story.
Oh my God! Thanks, thanks, Harry Potter movies. Thanks for opening the gates for every other.
Okay, yeah, it was Harry Potter, and then it was the freaking Twilight movies,
and Marvel,
and then Marvel got it. Well, Infinity
Mistakes
War and
were
Endgame.
made.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything further because okay, Tom Cruise has a bone to pick with Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. According to Puck, Cruise is, quote, pretty pissed off that Universal's upcoming biographical feature, Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan, will be taking over all the IMAX screens for 3 full weeks beginning July 21st. Dead Reckoning Part 1 is booked to play on the majority of North American IMAX screens when the film premieres January 12th, meaning the film will only be shown on those screens for 9 days. The report states that Cruise feels he is being unfairly treated, especially after his last film, 2022's Top Gun Maverick.
Okay, 2022, my bad.
I said last year. It was said to have, quote, saved theaters. It's worth noting that $110 million of Mavericks' $1.5 billion box office gross came from IMAX theaters. So not even a full 10%.
I mean, to be fair, if I found out that my film is getting a week and a fifth, while the bomb movie is getting 3 goddamn months, I'd be pretty pissed off.
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks. Okay, why does that movie get 3 weeks?
Christopher Nolan, biographical film, all-star cast,
Nuclear bombs.
Yes.
Okay,
we're talking about the nuclear age.
It's kind of hard to fight nuclear. No offense to Tom Cruise, I'm sure that Mission Impossible movie is pretty good, but it's kind of hard to argue against nuclear bombs.
Yeah, you know what? Tom Cruise is still gonna make his cut for the box office with this movie being on screen. Fans are still gonna watch it. Like, fans are still gonna love Tom Cruise. He's gonna make more money, dude. Can you kill your ego for 1 minute?
No. Marlon Brando.
The article continues over here. Cruise is reportedly extremely displeased with IMAX for not budgeting on its plan to replace the next Mission Impossible movie with Oppenheimer. However, it is not hard to see why IMAX has given Oppenheimer a 3 weeks exclusive run in its screens. Nolan shot Oppenheimer exclusively with IMAX large format cameras. Furthermore, Universal announced Oppenheimer's July 21st release date back in 2021. Several months before Paramount slotted Dead Reckoning Part 1 on July 12th. With IMAX not budgeting on its plan, Cruise is reportedly attempting to convince other exhibitors with premium large format screens to give Mission Impossible a longer run in their theaters.
Oh, okay. So since that was announced weeks ago, this just feels like a run of bad luck and bad scheduling. Like, anytime you put films competing, one is going to come out ahead of the other.
It's out of Tom Cruise's control anyway.
And Christopher Nolan, he's been like very much a big proponent of using IMAX films. He was one of the first guys to use IMAX for large feature films. There was this tiny little ditty in 2007. He made it for this other company, Warner or something or whatever.
What's it called?
It's called The Dark...
The Dark and... Oh,
help me out. You know, it's the one with the pointy ears guy and the clown. Jose.
The Dark Nut.
No, that's not. It's not the Dark Nut. Jose, help me out here.
I know what you're talking about. Is it the one where the guy loses half his face?
Yeah, that's the one. What's the name? Dark.
Something about society.
And living without rules.
The Dark Crusader.
It was like
it's not the Dark Crusader.
I think it was a sequel to
they
A
call him
Knight's
the
Tale.
Cape Crusader.
The Superman movie. Thank you.
No, not Superman. Superman is the blue boy wonder. This guy is all in black. It's got the American Psycho in it.
Yeah. It was like I forgot the name of it. It was like God.
Can the chat help us out with this?
Please let us know
if you guys know. Anyway, point is Christopher Nolan.
Killing Joke. That's what it is.
It's the Long Halloween. It's not the Killing Joke.
I thought it was the graphic novel from Fate Stay Night.
No, it's not. No, Fate Stay Night's an anime, which is awesome. The Christopher Nolan can't do anime yet. He hasn't reached that height.
Hey, who knows? He might one day.
Okay,
height. No, hold on. I got it. Height. The Dark Height.
The Dark. Wait, no. I thought that was the movie where the Rock jumps off a building.
No. That's Rampage.
That's Rampage, bro. Nobody likes
Wait,
Rampage.
no. I thought it was the one that he got caught up in the jungle with Jack Black.
No. That one's Skyscraper.
Wait. No.
You guys are idiots.
I'm pretty sure that was Kung Fu Panda. Are you sure it wasn't Kung Fu Panda?
No, it wasn't Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is the one where where Jack Black goes on adventures with Eddie Murphy and Cameron Diaz.
Oh, that's the
Ferdinand.
one.
No, wait, that's John Cena. my bad.
Ferdinand is John Cena. Okay?
That is literally just John Cena. Come
All
on.
right. Let's not shut ourselves.
Okay.
We're talking about The Dark Knight.
Toy Slasher, thank you. Christopher Nolan in the room.
Ah.
Thank you, Toy
Listen,
Slasher.
I'm just telling you. I know it was considered to
Juan,
be.
I already killed the joke.
I know it was called a controversial decision, but the fact that Christian Bale channeled his inner American Psycho and literally killed his co-stars in front of thousands of people. Listen, I don't care how many years he's gonna get in prison. That was art, and it should be respected.
He is a method actor. They're
It's
very
hip to be squared.
hip.
Yes.
So hip. He acted that with Jared Leto, and Jared Leto came out fine.
Yeah.
Granted, Jared Leto's running a cult, is trying to sing, was trying to take over the Sony Marvel movies while Morbing out, and
To be fair, though, cutting off his head is not really a problem.
and
Everybody
then
knows
he
Jared Leto
became a
was in it.
juggalo and got to make out with Margot Robbie. So he didn't really lose that much after getting his head chopped off.
I mean,
by
to be fair,
Christian Bale.
does it look like he uses his brain? Let's not lie to ourselves. Christian Bale did him a favor.
All right. Well, let's get back on the main subject here. Now, here's the thing. On the one hand,
Yes, The Dark Knight. You were right, Jose.
yeah, on the one hand, Tom Cruise is well within his right to voice his opinions and voice his concerns of the scheduling for both films. On the other hand, Juan, help me fill out.
On the other hand, Nolan and Universal had their shit planned in and locked in with IMAX
Weeks.
long before Paramount Pictures worked in with Skydance Studios and Tom Cruise
There's
to
also
make
the
the Mission
fact-
Impossible movies. It's like, listen, buddy, there's no disrespect. We ain't hating on you. You just didn't get your chickens in a row before we did.
There's also the fact that Nolan, as you said, works with IMAX, which means that IMAX is going to be in priority because he's a walking advertisement for everything. Sure, from Tom's point of view, he sounds like an 18 wrong carrot of bad luck, but the truth is, the game was rigged from the start. It's like saying, we're going to go into a food competition. Why is that chef getting top tables? Oh, it's because he buys the ingredients from that market, which is sponsoring the food competition.
Ooh.
Also, the market belongs to Chef Gordon Ramsay. This guy is friends with Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Ooh.
Like, you know that some people are like, I'm not going to cry nepotism. I'm just saying, Nolan played his cards, and he
He
basically
rubbed the
got
right shoulders.
Yeah, he got the right the sponsorship logo on his uniform. It's IMAX. His chair doesn't say director; it says IMAX.
Yeah. A man like Christopher Nolan, who directs movies and shit. Of course, he's going to have connections. He's going to have a network of people to work with.
You can't scare me. I work for Peter Jackson.
Unfortunately, it's like comparing apples to oranges. I'm afraid Tom Cruise doesn't have that clout to,
Yeah, they're both delicious, but this market is right next to the apple farm. Like, the shipments are going to arrive first. Their oranges are still... Listen, I have no doubt people will still watch this movie. Everybody loves it, but there's also the fact that, God damn it, we had 7 Mission Impossible movies.
And he's taking the 7th and he's splitting it into a
We're going to have...
multi-part finish.
Like, after a while, people get tired of excessive sequels. Oppenheimer is... It's
A
new
one-shot.
It's a one-shot. It's like... Also, it's based on a real-life tragic event of I am now death, destroyer of buttholes.
I have become death, the destroyer of uranium.
I love how the poster makes the bomb looks like this supernatural thing wrapped around his body with golden coils. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Jojo this bitch.
And Cillian Murphy, who's playing Oppenheimer in this, he's literally like, why?
Also,
What have
Florence
I done?
Pugh is cast in the movie too.
Yes, she is. And
What
of
do
course,
you mean that my incredible invasion, the Murdertron 3000, murders people? Oh no.
Oh no.
What have I done?
This book gave me all the answers. What is the book? Please don't create the Torment Nexus. It's a good thing that we made the Torment Nexus from the critically acclaimed classical novel. Please don't build the Torment Nexus. No, the fact that the man's face in every show we see in the commercial looks
Is
like he looks like he's in the verge of having a panic attack of the realization, oh wow, I built the most powerful bomb in the world. Oh fuck, I built the most powerful bomb. Oh shit, I built the most powerful bomb in the world. Oh, this was a mistake.
Like I'm going to be famous. Oh my God, I'm going to be famous.
Oh, you're gonna be very famous in Japan, my buddy. They're gonna love you. You're going to impact them with your presence so hard.
Oh,
You're going
God.
to change their entire culture. It will be an explosive entrance and an exit that will linger for years.
All right, so let's go ahead.
Considering that exiting Japan, I think Jose, you were about to lead us in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get off the subject of of movies and the actors, and let's talk about video games that should have belonged in a movie.
I mean,
It is a movie franchise.
They are both having to do with war. Because war never changes, except when it does. Because war has changed, except when it hasn't. Unless you put a triangle on it. Then it's a change, unless you don't change it.
Well, on the plus side, at least they don't have to worry about their scheduling being encroached upon.
Well, certainly, because, ladies and gentlemen, let's
After
talk
the
about
end
Metal
of war.
Gear.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This was the beginning of what was known as the Cold War.
Yeah, they heard that last week, Juan. Thank you.
Well,
Still
yeah,
awesome.
that's the point, because that's not Juan. That's a recording of Juan that I pulled out of my pocket a while ago.
Are you controlling Juan?
No, I could never
I'm just
control
really
Juan.
good. I'm just really good at ventriloquism. Angel's phone, which is protected by
Explain
a
it.
Raven's Flock phone case here, on sale on our merch store.
Yeah.
See, look at that baby. It's still it's still in one
Perfectly
piece
harmless.
somehow.
But
Perfectly
yes,
harmless
big
and
news
available.
coming in regarding the remake of Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Snake Eater.
They made some waves about the fact that they were going to recreate the dialogue faithfully, only to disappoint everybody when it was revealed that, unfortunately, the actors are not being invited back to the recording booth. Instead, Konami, in true Konami fashion, has basically pulled off the audio files from the original game, and they're just going to copy and paste that crap right onto the original game.
It's hysterical and it's
Yeah.
sad because
They better pay them. That's still their voices
that's
they're
still
using
their voice.
there.
They deserve the goddamn royalties.
I think this goes back to my earlier argument last week on my reluctance in being excited for the game to be released because of all the shit that's happened with Konami and Kojima.
When it comes to video game remakes, the results can vary wildly. You know, like, on one hand, you could be like Capcom, where the remakes are not exactly the same as the originals, but still good in their own way. You could be like Square Enix, where you just lie to your fan base and completely turn the goddamn game into a fanfic in the last hour.
Become his gods.
Become a Scots. Or you could be like Konami, which apparently has decided that when they say remake, they're gonna stick to that like glue, because that seems to be exactly what they are doing in this case. Now, based on the information that we have on that mile, let me check the information that I have here.
I think I sent it to you.
Oh,
Did I send you the article?
No, it looks like I may have accidentally closed and lost it. Sorry about that.
Well, let me send you the article over here.
Dang it, Angel, you had
Well,
one
you can go
job.
ahead and read it off straight off of
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna just do that.
bit over here.
News of the Metal Gear Solid 3 Regaining Remake was one of the headlines of last week's PlayStation 5 showcase. Guys, it's been 3 years since the PlayStation 5 was released.
We're so
But
sorry.
We have games.
We have
I
more
swear
games.
to God, we have games.
Listen, you just stick with us. We're working on it, and we know that it's been really hard. And we're really sorry, and I also know that we've been having to do like vouchers for people to try to
just
buy
need-
it.
I promise.
We just need 2 more weeks to flatten the curve, I promise.
Just 2 weeks.
By
Oh
the
my
way,
God,
most-
they've been saying that since March of 2020.
By the way, most of those games are going to PC.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and continue on
The
with this
announcement
article.
left the fans with a big question. Would the original cast be re-recording their roles? And sadly, it seems not. 2 actors who voiced major parts in the PlayStation's 2 Nations have stated to BBC Newsbeat that they have not been asked to come back to the studio. And Konami itself came out on record saying that they will reuse the voice lines from the original game with no changes. So as a result, Newsbeat decided to contact most of the English cast to see if they would be re-recording their parts in this case, and it looks like the result has been a Nissan Rogue commercial. Neil Ross, who played the main enemy, Colonel Bolgin, said that he heard nothing from Konami. Another co-star has a similar response, and while Solid Snake's actor David Hayter's representative has not responded. Konami initially said that the remake, officially titled Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater, would
Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Sorry, Metal Gear. No,
No,
it says
these
Delta.
these
It says
freaking
Delta there.
dopes.
They screwed up.
They screwed up the title. It's Metal Gear Solid Delta. Jesus.
It
Go
would
ahead.
star the original voice characters. Unfortunately, that answer was more literal than we expected. The fans were not sure that this would mean that they would expect recycled dialogue, but no. According to the Konami's US PR boss, appeared to confirm the news when he told the US Tech website that there would be no changes to the dialogue.
So no changes, nothing, and nothing added. We're just gonna take the original audio dialogue from the past game and just recycle it and use it here.
Yep, there have been questions about whether the MGS Delta will feel more like a remaster than a top-to-bottom remake. Behind the new screenshots, unfortunately, we don't get any much detail on that. Konami supposedly promised a faithful recreation of the original story and game design with updated visuals and immersive sounds. There is no release date yet, but Konami plans to republish the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games later this year as the Master Collection Volume 1. So it's likely we might get the other games on Master Collection Volume 2. But yeah, it's looking like they may just take the original game and basically put it on a modern graphics engine and call it a day.
That is so lazy.
That still requires remodeling. You still have to build new models for the characters, the enemies, the freaking cutscenes, the freaking environments. What the fuck?
The Tsuchinoko.
Oh god, yeah. The Ape Escape.
I'm not talking about Ape Escape.
I'm getting aped.
You really forgot?
Yes.
Tell him, Angel.
Of all the animals in Metal Gear 3 that you can hunt and capture, the rarest one is a flat, fat snake. It's called the Tsuchinoko, and it's supposed to be a legendary cryptid in Japanese mythology. There is only one in the game, and it is notoriously difficult to catch.
Oh,
and if you eat it, Mission Control freaks out like, Snake, you just ate like a chunk of big food. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah,
and Snake is like, but
chicken.
it was really tasty.
It's really tasty.
So yeah,
awesome.
no, it looks like most likely we're going to get something similar to the remakes of the original. They're going to just put the gameplay in a new engine, reuse the assets for whatever they can, give it a nice new engine polish, and then just copy and paste the audio, which is going to be weird because, I mean, even if they kept the files, those audio logs are old, and they're for PS2. Are they going to be as crispy? Are they going to sound as good?
That remains to be seen, because here's the thing, to draw a comparison, when Konami worked on Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes for the Nintendo GameCube, they called the actors back because there was new dialogue to flesh out, right?
Famously, David Hayter took a pay cut specifically so they could bring everybody back.
Yes. Why can't, they've done it before.
And it's not like the rest of the cast is going to say no. They're 100% down for it.
Exactly.
You call the voice actors of Coronel, like Quentin Flynn, the boss. What was the name of the boss? She voices Pearl in SpongeBob.
Wait, no, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
Oh, yes, it's Pearl and SpongeBob. For some reason, the moment you said Pearl, I went to Steven Universe.
No, different character.
Pearl and SpongeBob.
She also voices the
one of the news
anchors
in Family Guy.
Point in case is, all of those voice actors are probably 100% down to, yeah, sure, I'll do it again. I'm down for it.
Let me take a look over here in the chat.
Bunda, I like what Bunda said, Raiden over Snake.
Yeah, listen, I love Revengeance, but why? Listen, two legends can coexist, all right? It don't gotta be like that.
Without Snake, we wouldn't have Raiden.
It's shit.
No, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake for you 3. Shows
Shut
what
your
you know,
mouth.
Buddha. Toy Slasher. What? No, guys, come on. Give them a chance. They had a minor hiccup, but they'll get back up on their feet, right?
Right.
Don't worry, guys. Give Konami a chance. I swear. I'm not clinging on to the past. I swear.
It's gonna be weird if they try to remake 2. Because something tells me they won't be able to get the exact same feeling of it.
They won't.
Like 2's ending, an entire climax, is a transcendental experience that I don't think today's generation has enough reading comprehension to understand.
Actually, it's more along the lines of it came off as a run-of-the-mill conspiratorial warning about information control and allowing people in power to determine what we interpret as reality. And oh no, 22 years later, the moral of the story was proven, and we didn't listen. Kojima warned us.
We were warned.
He warned all of you, and you didn't listen to our Lord and Savior Hideo Kojima.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of me putting all my personal information online.
No!
And I thought the TV show The Simpsons was the only one that could predict the future.
I mean, to be fair, though, here's the thing. The Simpsons did it by sheer quantity. Like, they have so many episodes, they have to nail the rock. It's like Monkey on a typewriter. Kojima made one game and successfully predicted the technological landscape for the last 20 years. And I love how eventually people just started making jokes about this. When he made Death Stranding around the same time COVID hit.
Right.
And people just started going, can somebody please ask Kojima to, predict something nice in his next game? Even he got on the joke and basically said, sorry guys, I'll try to make myself less depressive. I'll try to not predict the future. Anyway, here's Death Stranding 2.
Oh my goodness.
Wank Chefsbury is saying that fans like the original cast. We wouldn't have had a problem with them bringing the original cast right back. We're simply saying, have the original cast come back and re-record.
Yeah.
Have them redo the dialogue with each other on
It shouldn't be too difficult.
It wouldn't be that big of a problem.
It wouldn't be a
Like,
problem
look,
at all.
Nikki
But
Bella has even said, like, Michael Keaton is Batman once again.
Yeah.
In the Flash
If we
movie.
can get Michael Keaton's old ass to play Batman once again, and apparently from what I'm hearing, he was one of the best parts of the movie compared to everyone else.
well, that's easy. But go on.
Listen, voice actors don't need to actually act. Just put them on the recording booth and give them the script. They done this before. They know how it works. Put it in, and I swear to God, don't you bastards at Konami dare to censor this game. Listen to me very carefully. There is a scene in this game where a woman gets brutally manhandled, and there is another one when a guy gets viciously molested. And yes, they are in fact integral to the story, as integral as Nate's sheer autistic asphyxiation with, "This is the greatest handgun I ever seen in my life. Oh my God. This is important. This is called storytelling and goddamn setting. And if you ruin this, I swear to God." Well, I wasn't going to buy the game anyway, but... You know
Angel.
what I mean.
Angel, they're not gonna.
Son. Sorry, you first.
No, I was gonna say no. It's Konami, dude. They're not gonna spend extra money to bring them back.
I know, but this is Konami. They have not stopped disappointing me.
You've got away too far.
They have not stopped disappointing me since the moment they let go of their golden egg goose. And considering what...
But they won't.
I see what Juan's doing.
Oh, I've got something in my throat. I need to be alone while I suffer. No.
Beautiful.
Thank you for that.
But
Thank you
here's
for-
the deal.
Go on,
Ever
Angel.
since they let go of Kojima, Konami has not stopped fumbling the ball. Starting with Metal Gear Survive, have they done anything noteworthy and worthwhile? Not even Yu-Gi-Oh! Is safe. It's become a goddamn mess.
They've they updated Snake Eater for their pachinko machines.
So in other words, they have done nothing.
Ah, yeah.
So unlike Capcom, which is making...
And yet you're still holding on to your hope for Konami.
No, I am not. I have no hopes for Konami.
Okay.
See, unlike Capcom, which is making plenty of money from its actual IPs and can afford to remake its Resident Evils and still come out good, Konami, I don't know, this feels less like we're bringing it back and more like, oh shit, we're about to go broke.
Quick! What can we do? What can we do to bring it back?
In case of bankruptcy, break glass, and it just says remake classic title.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Which title do we get? Here, let's use the emergency Wheel of Fortune. Big money, big spender, and it lands on Snake Eater.
Oh, I forgot. Konami was responsible for the Castlevania games. I forgot the name of the first one, but it was the funniest one because it was produced by Hideo Kojima, and they actually got a couple of good plot twists in there. I played the sequel. The sequel is garbage.
You played the sequel.
Listen. Yeah, exactly. Listen, if I am playing as Dracula, goddamn Lord of the Night, Chief Vampire Dracula.
Vlad Tepes, the Impaler.
If I am playing as Vlad Tepes, the goddamn Impaler, you know what I don't want to see in my game ever? A stealth section.
What?
I don't get... Yeah, no. In the second game, Dracula can straight up be one-hit kill by these humanoid soldiers that are basically space marines.
Uh-huh.
So you're required to transform into rats to sneak around places. And I'm like, are you making me play a stealth section when I am playing the real motherfucking vampire? You're doing this to me now?
Yes, you are. Have
Yes.
fun. But this isn't fun. This is terrible.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Also, the game itself is not that good. Instead of being about Dracula's rise to power or whatever, it tries to twist Dracula into this tragic hero who teams up with his tragic son to defeat Satan. And I'm like, in any other circumstance, Dracula versus Satan will be the coolest shit. Here,
It doesn't work.
it's not even a good fight. In fact, wait, do I even fight him? No, I don't. Now that I think about it, I don't actually fight Satan. You get this big climbing sequence on top of a Colossus, and then he just...
All right.
Wow.
We're segueing
Yeah, no.
way
I
too
get
much
what
out
you're
of
saying over
topic,
here,
but
Angel,
let's
but
go
like-
ahead and
But
move
in
on,
case
Angel.
Satan gets punked.
Okay, but let me take a look over here. Toy Slash is saying, "Oh no, the Ravens flock doesn't like the original cast." No, we love the original
No, the
cast.
original cast is dope. I want
We
them
were
to
saying
come
we
back and
want
get
all
paid.
of them to come back and re-record. Maybe have one of those sessions where they actually act out the movie.
Snake, I don't have a dick anymore.
Come on, Toy Slasher. You're here with us right now. How do you not? Whatever.
Michael Keaton is cool. From Wank Shaftesbury, stop trying to melt us with your voice. No. I will melt all your hearts with my voice.
Regardless.
I played Castlevania on N64. Right on.
Nice.
And Bunda, by the
Bunda,
way, I have the updates you've been waiting for. 12 months without a ravenous flocky shirt for
Ravenous flock.
No, he's bad. A haircut over here. Like
I don't need a haircut. Look how short my hair doesn't grow as fast as it used
None
to.
of us can afford a PS3 no matter how hard we try. We try to save money.
The funny
PS5
thing
is
is,
I
what
meant
he meant.
PS5.
the
I
funny
got
thing
3
is,
plus
I
years.
can in fact afford a PS5 now.
You heifer, how dare you?
Allow me to explain what happened. Nothing. We simply restocked. PS5 is now currently available, and you can just buy it for like $500.
Yeah,
but
but
here's the problem: where are the games, Bunda? Bunda, where are the goddamn games? Because let me tell you something, my man. You know what else is black and white? Seagulls. Seagulls don't have video games. Neither does the PS5. So now, guess what? But you know what seagulls are?
What?
They are cute, and they entertain me. And sometimes I can pet one if I feed it Cheetos. Which means that as of now, a PS5 entertains me less than a sea rat.
You clearly had better experiences with seagulls than we did. I literally just came out to one time as a kid to the beach, and a swarm of seagulls came after me.
I'm sorry you look like a Cheeto to them. That's terrible. Sorry to hear that.
All
But yeah,
right,
no.
all right.
Point in case is, if a goddamn... If a sea carrion bird can entertain me more than the latest PlayStation console, we got a problem with this industry. And speaking of problems with the industry...
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about, unfortunately, Disney and Hulu.
Ladies and gentlemen, I talked about Blizzard. Let's talk about Disney.
All right.
What
so,
the?
so this is an article from what website now?
That's GameSpot.
GameSpot.com. Yep.
And they tell me a thing or two sometimes.
Yep. The headline reads: Disney may remove more movies and shows from Disney Plus or Hulu soon.
Save big money by pretending all the stuff you made doesn't
Exist. Read by
Okay.
Eric Fredrickson yesterday.
This journalist is not angry at all. Tell us how you really feel, buddy. Even a few days ago, many
Years
of us
ago.
naively believed that streaming services would act as a constantly growing library of content that we could return to whenever we wanted to watch shows at will. Then, last year, Warner Bros. Discovery fired the first big shot in the Great Write-Down. Disney followed suit last month and now says that there is more to come, as reported by Variety. Following the renewal of shows and movies like Willow, which was a massive failure, Why the Last Man, which I forgot even came out, Dollface, don't know what that is, and The Mysterious Benedict Society, Disney is expected to incur a content impairment charge of $1.5 billion, meaning that the
Jesus
company
Christ!
can remove that much from its tax sheet. That is an impossible number to ignore. That's savings equivalent to a handful of Marvel movies. As a result, Disney's reportedly continuing to review content on both Disney and Hulu and currently anticipates additional produced content will be removed from the platform, largely during the remainder of the third fiscal quarter. That will likely equate to about $400 million more in impairment charges released to produce content, primary meaning scripted television and film. Translation: listen, I know some of you guys might like the show, but I gotta save money, so I'm just going to
Unalive it, unexist it.
and it's
man.
gone now.
Since the early days of Netflix creating streaming content for its platform, streaming services have been growing their libraries. So many people have joined streaming services, though that growth is slowly, significantly. There just aren't as many new customers as there used to be. It's about retaining existing users and bringing back others that have switched over to other services.
A more reliable way to help widen the gap between spend and revenue is to focus on finding ways to reduce costs on the back end. Shelving content that Disney feels costs more than it's worth means that the company does not have to shell out for residual payments to actors and writers, the latter of whom are currently on strike for better pay, amongst other things.
I'm sorry, you want more money?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Didn't you work on that show that we made?
Yeah.
What show?
No!
I activated Dimensional Cut. The moment you try to attack me with your demands for money, your show has been removed from play.
This
Banished.
Does it have to pay license
This
fee for
feels
external
similar
parties?
to what Netflix did in canceling a lot of their original projects, their shows, not renewing them for another season. They canceled Inside Job. They've canceled 1899.
Don't forget, you guys wanted this. You guys allowed this stream service to get as big as it did. You bought the lie that they were going to keep everything you wanted there forever. And now guess what? Yo ho, my mates. Pirates live for me, eh?
Yo ho.
Yeah. It's just... But still, like, it still sucks. It shouldn't be that way because we actually like the shows.
Yes, but licenses cost money.
Let me put
And
it to
keeping the
this.
show in there costs money.
Let me put it to this way. Angel, grab that Blu-ray disc case right on top, right there.
Oh, hey, it's Bullet Train, one of my favorite comedic movies of the year.
You see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is our copy of Bullet Train.
Yes.
Starring Brad Pitt, Aaron Taylor Johnson, freaking Bad Bunny, freaking the Joey King, Zazie Beetz, and a plethora of other memorable characters from the people who made John Wick and Deadpool.
Hey.
This is my copy. It belongs to me. It was actually a Christmas gift sent over by my sweetheart friend Sarah DiArmond, the prison abolition advocate and owner of the nonprofit organization Voiceless Behind Bars. She sent me a Christmas gift. K-Storm and I made her a Christmas gift and sent one right back. It's sweet. This will never be taken away from me.
Mind you, as it is
This
plastic,
was
it
published by who the fuck published this? Sony. Freaking Sony. Fuck pants, we're Sony.
We need
The same
money
one-
for cults.
I may not have a PS5, Buddha, but I've got a copy of Bullet Train, and I don't care if Netflix pulls it from their library. They can never take away my Blu-rays.
Mind you, in due time.
Damn.
In due time, not even those.
Hi, Sarah. Love you. I hope you're having fun at that wedding.
Not even Blu-rays will last forever because eventually plastic will decay. But let me tell you something. That DVD, Blu-ray will
It's a
most.
Blu-ray plus DVD plus
All right,
digital.
we get it, Juan.
That thing will outlast all of us. By the time we die of old age, our descendants will inherit our movies and video games because they won't go away. Meanwhile, digital-only shows can literally cease to exist. Imagine that, if you will. A world where there is no preservation. Because the shows, movies, games, whatever that are digital-only can literally cease to exist the moment the license expires or the company decides, you know what? It's more profitable to turn you into a tax write-off. Remember, kids, when something becomes a tax write-off, no one can bring it back. Because you basically give the property to the government in exchange to not have to pay taxes for it. Which means that if somebody wanted to bring it back, they would have to pay the entire cost of owning that property again. It would be like making the show from scratch, and it can become prohibitively expensive. Because the government is like, no. If you want it back, you got to pay the original amount. And that can be a hell of a high number.
Yeah.
Also, guess what? It may seem cheap now, but you know what? Inflation, bitches. The government would like a return on
Taxes.
interest, not just taxes. Interest.
No, we're putting taxes on the interest now. Somehow. Point in case is, preservation is incredibly important because things that we know and love can easily cease to exist. In fact, current Prime Minister of Japan is none other than one of the ministers of Japan is the man known as Ken Akamatsu. Does that name sound familiar to you?
No.
He's a manga writer. He made Love Hina.
What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Akamatsu Ken. He's in politics now.
Hold on.
He made Love Hina and Nejima and a bunch of other mangas, and after he got into politics, he launched a nearly unanimously accepted decision to perform physical preservation of all video games, because he knows that something like this could happen. He literally went to the Japanese diet and went, you know what we should preserve? Video games. And all these politicians looked at him and said, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
He's not the prime minister.
Sorry, he's a man. He's like he's a politician now.
He is he may be a politician, but he's not the prime minister.
I fucked up the
All
fact.
right,
Fumio
he
Kishida.
screwed up, Juan, okay?
Point in case is Ken Akamatsu is in politics now, and he's using his power to actually do preservation of physical media. Meanwhile, over here in the West, we're like, whatever, taxes, delete.
Good God. Yeah, no, he is part of the House of Counselors.
Yeah.
Okay, he's part of the Japanese parliament.
Right,
There
so
we go.
Japanese parliament
I was
is
about
Ken
to say, like,
Akamatsu.
what the fuck? There's no way that he's an actual.
Well, he should be the prime minister then.
If he was the prime minister of Japan, I would lose my head.
Point in case is,
I would have to tell my friend Crazy Ken of Cosplay, who loves Negima, like, hey, guess who is running Japan now? The guy who's made you one of your favorite manga and anime.
he went into the Diet building and covered it in pictures of Matt L from Interstellar Travel in 999.
God.
Point in case is, the preservation of physical media is incredibly important. Yes, it is true. Even films, film reels, DVDs, videotapes, they will not last forever. They'll break. But the important thing is that they should be around as long as possible. Do you guys have any idea how many film reels no longer exist? Because back in the day, people did not give a crap about preservation. And more importantly, silver nitrate film decays. Very quickly, in fact.
It's insane.
Don't read Buddha's comments. It's not worth it, Juan.
No, he just
Listen.
says, I have good old-fashioned cable.
Good. That means you're paying for more.
Bunda, first off, shut up. Why are you using tomato meters as a proper rating? That place is a goddamn maze full of falsehoods. Shut up and watch the movie. It's amazing.
He's going by
Have
the
fun.
rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
But nobody should listen to the rating of Rotten Tomatoes. You know what Rotten Tomatoes is right now? It's people either
It's a shit
review
posting
bombing
board.
or overpraising garbage.
It's a shitposting board.
Fun fact. The Little Mermaid remake got so much shit that they tried to change the rating system and people still hate it. Listen,
Yay.
at
That's
some
depressing.
point you gotta look at it and go, you know, if there's this much negativity, all of it cannot possibly. Oh, by the way, I rewatched it. They screwed up the CG. Her neck keeps changing length between shots.
The hell?
Yeah.
Let's save that conversation for another time. We need to stay focused.
Right.
Angel.
Before we go to that, though, I'm just gonna say this right now. Aquafina should never sing again.
She shouldn't be singing to begin with.
Ever. That song was not released. It escaped.
Oh, Lord.
And speaking of things that escaped, honestly, this news makes me kind of sad because I freaking love Duke Nukem. But Duke
Do you guys like Duke Nukem? I'm pretty sure Bunda might enjoy
but
that.
Duke Nukem as a franchise is a franchise that keeps just falling down the stairs. First, it came with the return of Duke Nukem Forever, which was lackluster at best and garbage at worst. And then the series languished in complete obscurity. And then we got news like, hey guys, we're going to remake the game. And I'm like, yeah, bring that shit back. And then they tried to recreate the original cover using AI art. Scroll down. Look at this picture. Juan, what the fuck happened here?
Where is his finger?
Scroll up. What happened to his hand? Why is his hand facing through the trigger of his gun? Scroll down a little bit. Oh, they won't show you his foot. I wonder why.
Probably because his feet look like ass.
They are fused to the concrete of the road where he's standing.
You got to be kidding me.
Blaze Entertainment recently made waves by unveiling Duke Nukem Remastered Game Collection for the Evercade at Held. Unfortunately for them, they found themselves embroiled in controversy as the publisher faces harsh criticism for using AI to generate the promotional image, which was based on the original promo image. Guys, just hire an artist, for God's sake.
Guys,
Also,
go to Lollygag.
scroll up a little bit.
She's
real
a
quick.
Twitch streamer who also goes by Lala Laurie.
Look at the gun. Where does the gun end and when does his arm begin? Look at the way the gun
Throw
is facing
money
into
at
his
Lollygag.
forearm.
She will do it.
Like, look at this. This part is supposed to be on top of your arm, but it's like twisting. It's like the gun is like this. Fused
my
into the
God,
arm.
Heaven help.
Is this Metroid? It looks like it now, apparently. Jesus. Wait, hang on. Go back up real quick. I'm trying to find the other inconsistencies. Where is he? Is that a building or a smear?
What is that? I don't know what that is. Jose, can you spot it?
Also,
I
the
can't spot
way
it.
his head is shaped, it looks like his head is too big for his shades. And the shades are stretched out to the sides like this.
Oh my freaking God.
Everything about this picture hurts me. Also, his bicep is a rhombus. It's just a rhombus. Hang on, let me see what's going on. What is happening with this?
I like how Angel's
No.
picking apart this.
Like,
Oh my God.
His neck is too short and his back is too big. He's a Quasimodo.
And it looks like his pectoral muscles fold into a second set of
Yeah.
pectorals.
Why does he
Jesus,
have two
man.
sets of titties? What's going on
Why does he
here?
have two sets of moobs?
Wait.
Man boobs.
He looks like Lex Luthor
Look
piloting
at
his
his
kryptonite
abs.
suit.
He has two abs, and then the bottom hollows out into what looks like a scrunchie.
Angel,
Oh,
have a seat,
God.
man. But yeah,
Bless
no,
you.
this looks similar to like
I'm
Lex
allergic to
Luthor
bad
piloting
AI.
his like oversized kryptonite suit.
Yeah. Also, wait, I'm not done.
Of course
Look
you're
at
not
his
done.
other bicep. He has a cut-off line. It's a plastic prop.
Oh my freaking God.
Everything about this picture is an insult to the concept of art itself. It's you know what? This is an insult to AI.
Oh
it
God, it
implies
makes
that
the
there's
AI
in-
look bad.
It implies that there's intelligence here.
What we're trying to say is it looks stupid.
It looks like ass. And needless to say, this does not bring up any high hopes because, guys, you know what the saddest thing is? So you know who else got hit with this shit?
Who?
Call of Duty.
What?
They dropped the promo.
Oh!
They dropped the promo image of a soldier's helmet with one of those like a little lamps visor things.
Yeah.
It's made in AI, so the whole thing looks like it's a bit of plastic spaghetti, like cobbled together.
Oh,
yeah.
nasty.
They got some shit over that too. In response to the criticism, Blaze Entertainment issued a public apology, sincerely acknowledging that they fucked up. The company states that the commissioned artist was responsible for making the image. However, it had become apparent to the response on various social media platforms that the image did not meet the expectations and standards set by the Duke Nukem franchise due to the use of AI. Blaze Entertainment recognizes the seriousness of the situation and took immediate action to remove the artwork. Additionally, they announced plans to commission a proper artist from a piece that will undeniably meet the standards. Thank you. You know what? Okay, here's the whole picture. What happened to his foot? Where did it go?
What are those?
There are no those. One of his feet also, that foot is broken.
That foot is clearly
And the
fucking
other
broken.
one, look at the jeans stop existing, become a metal plate, and slowly become part of the masonry of
Oh
the wall.
my god!
Just, my
Is
man
it like-
is becoming the
Is he
absorbing
the
man.
absorbing man? Is that Carl the Crusher Creel?
No, it's the bad guy from the first Hulk movie with Ang Lee.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
God, no, Nick Nolte.
Yes. It's
Seth
Nick Nolte.
Rogen eats Nick Nolte.
Hang on, let me see. The muzzle of the gun is not... The flash of the gun is not coming from the muzzle. Also, once again, the gun's like... What's that part you call like... when you hold it?
The buttstock.
The buttstock.
The stock.
The gun is made of rubber. It should be hitting his arm the way he's holding it like this, but it's folding under his arm.
What the shit?
Guys, listen.
Oh god, K-Storm is looking
K-Storm,
into it.
look at that shit. Tell me any of that. You
You're
know what?
looking at K-Storm's
Scroll-
shoulder.
Scroll up. Show her the more detailed image so you can see. Look at all the inconsistencies on the model. Look at the guns. Look at where they end and where his arm begins.
The one over his shoulder is actually accurate because you're not going to hold it like this. You're going to hold it a little off like this to where the buttstock goes past your shoulder.
Look at the other one,
That's
though.
accurate. That is not. It should be sitting on his
Look at
arm.
his abs.
The one he's firing with.
The one he's firing.
Look at his
should
chest. Look at what happened to
absolutely-
his abs.
Look at how many pecs he has.
I
That's
want you.
physically impossible.
My man got drawn by Rob Liefeld.
Like, come on, man. Abomination doesn't even look that broken.
So yeah, it appears that they commissioned an artist and the artist basically ripped them off by giving them in shitty AI.
Well, that's what happens.
Oh, hey, look at that. They dropped a statement. A
We're
statement from
sorry.
Blaze Entertainment.
We're sorry.
No. To be fair, though, it
sorry.
looks like they actually mean it this
Sorry.
time. No, he put it there in the previous page. You can go back and see it.
Oh, he did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, scroll down.
Scroll down.
And there
right
it is. I understand that you guys initially wanted to give the artist the benefit of doubt. You okay?
Yeah, just something popped in the
But I
microwave.
think it's great that you listen to the customer feedback and address the situation head on. I'm sure that there's a talented ass that are So yeah, no. To their credit, they realized they screwed up. So they are getting a proper artist that will do a proper job. But yeah, Jesus. Now, can't even trust commissions anymore for this crap, can we?
No.
Crazy ass.
Also, let's not forget, guys, you know how AI art works, right? They literally steal content from the entire web to create the image you put on there.
That's why I deleted my app immediately the moment I found out.
Listen, yeah, even if you put it out there publicly, none of that shit should be allowed. But you know what? Let's talk about something more. Let's talk about something more cheerful. Because
Something more wholesome.
we need some good news. We need something that inspires everybody all over the world. We gotta talk about Barbie.
It's her world and we just live in it.
Yeah. Okay.
As you know, the upcoming Barbie film stars
Margot Robbie
Margot
and
Robbie as
Ryan
Barbie,
Gosling.
and it's just like me for real Gosling as Ken, which means, boys, a new personality pack has come. We gotta download it.
Oh my
3
God.
tickets to Barbie, please.
A bunch of dudes in suits. 3 tickets to Barbie, please.
I dare us. I dare all of us.
I have a suit.
I have a suit.
I have a suit.
Let's go in suits and watch the Barbie
Me and the
movie.
boys on our way to Barbie. So yeah, no, there have been a bunch of interviews showing that there has been some takes in method acting and some interesting bits and pieces, especially with Ryan Gosling, who has taken to this role with the seriousness and aplomb of the most important movie in his life, to the point that when somebody criticized that Ken itself is not known, he snapped at the interviewer going, listen, the fact that you don't know anything about Ken means that nobody cares about Ken. And the fact that you know no one cares about Ken proves that no one cares about Ken. Barbie hasn't fucked with Ken. No one understands Ken. He's just like me. For real.
Jesus, Angel.
This
But
man is
dial out of the
exuding
internet for
Ken
5 seconds.
energy.
But it looks like we. Well, this is kind of weird. This depending on how you look at it. It looks like the entire craze of Barbie
No,
and
it's not a craze.
The
It's
production
the
of
the production
is-
of Barbie. I kid you not, caused a worldwide shortage of pink.
I mean, to be fair, there are not too many things that
I wish we
use
could make
nowadays.
this kind of crap up.
Guys, this movie is going to be the best thing we ever seen. Marvel would never.
Greta
That's a big
Gerwig.
leap, Angel.
Greta Gerwig, the director, she clearly had a vision, and that vision is God.
The vision is
Hold on.
Yeah,
I need to fix
she
this.
literally says that. Maintaining the hue of the pinks needs to be very bright.
Hold on.
Get
What
the
the hell?
stupid. Just refresh the page.
I hate this
I hate
advertise-
this stupid ad.
I hate ads. I
Please
hate
bear
this-
with us. We're trying to make this work, guys.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hang on a minute.
There we go.
Maintaining the kidness was paramount.
Yeah, because it's a children's toy, technically speaking.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yep. I wanted the pinks to be very bright and everything to be almost too much.
That's good.
Greta Gerwig told Architectural Digest that. What really?
Yeah.
Is that where she's having her interviews to promote the movie?
The world must know.
That's an actual magazine. Hang on, this is
Listen.
okay. I guess it is.
We
Oh,
live in a
shit.
society where Jeremy Renner, after nearly dying in a vehicle accident, you know what he did?
What'd he do?
He extended his renovation show to vehicles too.
Oh,
He
damn.
took an
Nice.
abandoned fire truck and turned it into a party bus for kids.
Holy shit!
Hawkeye, man.
This man cannot be stopped.
That
he
is
cannot
awesome.
be stopped.
Jeremy Renner, he's the man.
According to the production designer, Sarah Greenwood, this caused a shortage of the pink shade of Roscoe paint. The world ran out of pink, she says.
Greenwood, along with set decorator Katie Spencer, took inspiration from Paul Spank's mid-century modernism in order to create Barbie's life-size
We're
three-story
talking about
dream house.
mid-century modernism.
We're talking about freaking architectural design for the Barbie movie.
This is the
It's
thing.
ridiculous.
By the way-
I love it.
The sky and mountain view surrounding the dream house is actually a hand-painted backdrop, not CGI. You know why? Because the toy boxes that have Barbie toys have hand-painted backdrops.
Oh my god, it works.
I
Oh my
wanted to capture what was so ridiculously fun about the dream houses. It's a dream house toy. It's a dream. It's literal. Why walk down the stairs when you can slide into your pool? Why trudge up the stairs when you take an elevator that matches your dress?
This is so ridiculous.
This person definitely knew the whole.
Yeah, she
schematic.
knows the assignment. Given that the movie sees Barbie leave her dream house in search of something more, and with Ryan Gosling's broke down his luck Ken in tow, how much time we spend in Pink Paradise remains to be seen.
For all we know, this movie will be on that setting for like 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The cast of Doll includes Isa Rez as President Barbie, Harry Nerf as Dr. Barbie, Emma Mackey as Physicist Barbie, Dua
Lipa as Mermaid Barbie. Yeah, she's right. Yeah.
Sharon Roney as Lawyer Barbie, Anna Cruz Kane as Okay, we are... Guys,
Alexandra Shipp as Writer Barbie.
Marvel can go...
Kate McKinnon. Oh my god, I know Kate McKinnon. She's awesome.
as Weird Barbie, Nicola Coughlan as Diplomat Barbie, Ritu Ari as Journalist Barbie, and Emerald Fernand as Mitch, a pregnant Barbie that was discontinued in real life. Holy guys,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Spider-Man, Marvel, get fucked. This is where the real multiverse is.
But what about the Super Mario Brothers movie?
That's not a multiverse. That's just Mario Brothers.
That's
its own
just
thing.
it won't be a multiverse until you have
Donkey
Star
Kong.
Fox. No, until you have Star Fox. Until you have Metroid.
Link.
Yeah, and The
Falcon.
Legend of Zelda and Zero Shift. Captain
So we're just
Falcon.
gonna gloss over Donkey Kong?
Donkey
He's
Kong
already
is part of
there.
it. He's
Yeah,
already
but
there.
he's gonna get his own movie.
Oh, he's
Maybe.
definitely getting his own movie.
I'm saying, like, unless we have like movies with those four elements, and then if we finally have the live action Metal Gear Solid movie starring Oscar Isaac as Solid Snake,
I feel fucking...
and then we can have the Super Smash Brothers movie. And the surprise appearance at the end to save everybody from the subspace emissary will be Kirby.
I feel stupid because I just realized something.
What's up, Angel?
Remember in the Mario movie with all the apes were handling the car baking?
Yeah.
They are grease monkeys.
Ha! Okay, Storm, please put that
So yeah,
pan
point in
grabber away
cases.
from my nuts.
Barbie is set to hit theaters on July 21st, 2023. You can watch the trailer through the link. For more, check out the morning. Okay, so point in case, it feels like this movie is putting... I can't believe I'm saying this, but this movie is going harder than it has any right to do. They are going for the most faithful representation of Barbie girl in a Barbie world to drop them into, oh god, it's an isekai.
It isn't. It's a reverse isekai.
It's a reverse isekai.
Also, the most hilarious part of the entire commercial is the fact that Ken walks into the hospital, a doctor approaches him, but she's dressed in scrubs. So he goes, "Hi, I'm looking for a doctor." "I am a doctor." "No, you're not." And he looks at a doctor who has a white coat and goes, "There you go." And he walks off because in his point of view, why would a doctor not wear a white coat?
Yeah.
My girlfriend is a doctor. She wears a white coat. And I love the fact that he's just building Ken as this tragic existential figure that needs to learn his place in the world. Because he's just like him, for real.
For real.
While Barbie is trying to like discover this. Also, the antagonists are
It's
apparently
Will Ferrell.
And you see him dressed in a suit while pursuing her in roller skates.
In business shoes, roller skates, and he's wearing a pink shirt and pink tie.
He's literally Lord Business.
From the Lego movies.
Yes.
Oh, by the way,
Oh my God, Lord and Miller are gonna sue somebody.
hilarious thing about the second Lego movie that for some reason nobody watched. You know who the antagonist was in that movie?
Who?
It was a version of Emmett, the main character,
Yeah.
who is basically the worst aspects of Star-Lord put together.
Oh.
Like a handsome daredevil, always with a sick one-liner and a cover plan. But in reality, he's hiding from his past and running from his... Okay, let me put it this way. The bad guy of the movie, voiced by Chris Pratt, is what people who hate Chris Pratt think he's
Chris
like.
Pratt's actually like.
Emmett
Right.
is what he's actually like.
Okay.
You just reminded me of something. I think I showed it to you. No, I showed it to the little bit. I showed it to you, Jose.
Yes.
One shot of the Barbie movie trailer
Yes.
is where they're arrested by Malibu PD.
Yes.
Barbie's holding the sign like Barbie and Ken, and he's
Oh my God.
yay.
Okay, listen.
And people have been memeing that picture all
death.
over the.
I was about to say that picture is all over the fucking internet.
You know
Oh my
what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Everywhere.
They
Since
know
you happen to
exactly what they're
mention the
doing.
Lego movie, you have Wild Style
Yeah.
holding it, and you see Emmett.
It's so
basically
much
what-
fun. I
So-
love it.
I don't know you guys, but I'm gonna dust off my suits. Because
I'm
listen,
gonna get my suit.
I'm
pressed.
looking at a poster of Spider-Verse going, the children had their turn. It's time for a real man's movie.
We're definitely going to watch
Start playing Can You Feel My Heart?
it. All right, folks. I think we pretty much can reach the end right now. This has been...
Like before we start wrapping up, I actually want to check out the folks in the chat, Jose, before we
Okay.
let everybody go. Nikki Bell, the first Metal Gear had a German Shepherd dog. What? No, it had. What?
No, there was no.
There was no dogs. There were the
I
wolf.
mean, there were
dogs.
wolves in
There
the
were
sniper
wolves,
wolf.
yeah.
I know wolf dogs.
German
Let's see.
Shepherd?
Bunda crapping on Bullet Train. Let's see here. Haven't played Duke Nukem since the N64 game.
That was the
He
last
thinks
time it was good.
He thinks the AI art looked good. All super
being
chat if
contrary, but go
Wanchos does
I'm sorry,
that
Bunda.
pose.
Do you need glasses, Bunda? Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, Wang Chefsberry said that's a bad gun. Recall will wreck his the recoil would wreck the guy's biceps in that shot of Duke Nukem. He looks like me, I wish. Ha. Let's see here.
He's just like me, for real.
Wang
for real.
Chefsberry, then when we talked about the Barbie movie, it's fantastic. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. Brain dead zombie Barbie. Ken says, I'm a dumbass. Where's Barbie? Let's see here. Bunda, Oscar Isaac a snake? Pff, I haven't seen the picture. Of the Barbie and Ken thing. That's because you're not on the internet. Oh my God, Linda! Hey there, Linda.
Hello.
Yes, CM Punk has returned, and he'll be back, and he'll be making his triumphant return in 2 weeks' time.
Return of the King.
The second coming of the Second City Saint, the Saint-free superstar,
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun.
the straight edge champion.
And we're all
looks like
looking-
high on steroids.
All of those sound like fighting title members.
Those are his like nicknames, his monikers.
And
The
I guess now would be a good time for me to mention that on my program on Wrestle Rewind, we will cover the televised debut of AEW Saturday Collision. We'll cover that one show, just the debut,
because of Punk.
because of Punk, but that's it. I'm not gonna do Saturday shows on my program. That is way too much for me.
That's too much content, bro.
More-
Like we gotta rest.
More to the point, it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're in the middle of streaming normally.
Exactly.
So
You should stop watching that and come watch this.
come watch the Ravens flock instead.
We
Exactly.
actually care for you, and we want your money, viewership. Give me your money.
We want both. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for now, and we all thank you all for tuning in. It's been
why are you
really
why are you only wrapping off on your show, Jose? Angel's got a show as well.
well. I'm wrapping all of us up right now. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
1, 2 words: trust me.
Two other words.
Trust the
Beard
plan.
trim.
Trust the plan. What's the plan? Trust the plan.
All right. So that being said, Angel, I know we've had quite an experience, which is an understatement.
It's gone to the dogs.
Yeah, I know, right? And getting swallowed up.
Barking mad, I tell you.
No. Okay, we got back on Resident Evil 3 earlier today on Los Amigos Play. Literally, we're trying to move Jill through this one thing. We see an exploding cargo tank from Umbrella full of zombies. And behind us, a Hunter Gamma just gobbles us up like the Cookie Monster.
I can't believe we got jump scare. What FNAF shit is this?
That was awesome.
Okay, for the record, it did look awesome, but it was bullshit.
It was
Pretty bullshit. Can we expect more bullshit as we
Yes.
continue Resident Evil 3?
The bullshit will never end. Every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can join Los Amigos Play, where I take center stage, controller in hand, as me and my peanut gallery over here proceed to give you allergies. And Jill Valentine, master of unlocking and sandwich maker, tries to escape the horrible oppression of a world where she's seen as nothing more than a sex object. Unfortunately, she's right.
I mean, have you seen the model that they built for Jill Valentine in this game?
Bro, Capcom
She is smuggling baked goods, if you know what I mean.
My man, Capcom developers and programmers are horny as shit. Street Fighter 6 alone, the amount of detail that they put in every single fragmentary jiggle of Chun-Li's massive, powerful thighs, and every single... Okay, let me put it this way. The picture of Yuri Han is like this. From the camera's front. 90% of the picture is her foot. And they put so much detail, you can see the individual grooves in her fingertips.
On her toe tips? Are you kidding me?
They put the, like, you know how you have, like
Yeah, you have the tips and you have like the little...
what are these called?
The grooves inside your...
The fingerprints,
yeah.
right? Toe prints.
Yeah.
They put those there. The amount of detail in every single... The amount of movement in Ryu's biceps as they bulge before he punches you hard enough to take your jaw.
The designers at Capcom are horny on main.
They are dangerously horny on main and they know it. Check
Please,
out,
folks.
Talk about attention to detail.
Listen,
My
we're issuing a public health safety warning. Go purchase Street Fighter 6 because if we don't make sure that Street Fighter 6 makes all the money, we don't know what those designers are going to do.
You know that
they
meme-
are pent up.
You know that meme picture featuring the writer's barely concealed fetish? No barely here. This is featuring the writer's openly shown fetish.
All right,
No,
getting back on
we have
track
to
because
do
I'm
it in
trying to
order
wrap
to
us
save-
up, guys. Come on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Anyways, for any wrestling fans tuning in right now, if you guys want to hear me talk about all things wrestling, I can't guarantee that I'll be talking about exploding super kicks every week. But tune in on my show, Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch, where I will discuss I will review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That's WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Again, I cannot guarantee that it'll involve discussions of exploding super kicks to the face.
They were really dumb. We'll
To
say
be
that
fair,
right
though,
now.
the concept of, I'm going to include exploding roundhouses to this sport, it just makes it... Okay, basketball. But now you have exploding roundhouse kicks.
No.
Wait. Since we're already using our feet. Soccer. But put just dynamite on everybody's
So,
shoes.
Super Mario Strikers then.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Wrestling. But now you have a C4 charge attached to your fists. If you don't do a certain number of moves, your life is forfeit.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay,
a-
I guess what I'm trying to say is I want all sports to become blood sports now.
All right, but before
Just go watch Bloodsports. Jean-Claude Van Damme beats up that one dude with that one gigantic Asian dude with the massive jiggly man boobs.
Yes.
And isn't what's his face Ogre from the Revenge of the Nerds movies in that movie too?
Yes, he
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Just watch that.
Yeah, but I want more. You know,
No!
you know the Mighty Ducks?
Yes.
Sharpen those hockey pucks. I want to see dismemberment.
No, they're children.
Yes.
No.
In the iconic words of famous basketball player
Juan,
Michael
you're
Jordan,
losing.
fuck them kids.
In the words of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the current AEW World Champion, Fuck them kids.
Exactly.
All right.
Wang Shakespeare saying Chun-Li will always beat Blanca. Linda saying save the fighting for the ring, boys.
All right.
This isn't fighting. This is how we show our love.
This is how we show our love. But before we get to any of that, Juancho, you do have a program on Wednesday nights, don't you?
You're damn right I do. It's called The Black Files. You may have heard of it. It's our uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. You notice that we covered a whole bunch of different articles and a whole bunch of different stories here. Tonight we headlined the triumphant announcement of the second coming of CM Punk. However, on the Black Files, we don't go sporadic on a whole bunch of different news stories in the world of nerd and geek culture. We focus in on just one story. There you go, Jose. You nearly missed your mark. There you go, Angel. You got it. Just one. And we hone in on that and we cut in deep. Earlier this week, we went ahead and we covered, like, I was actually about to say, like, okay, it doesn't look like there's any story that's coming out. I guess we're not doing Black Files.
And I surprised you with Danny Masterson.
You surprised me with Danny Masterson's verdict being guilty. He is officially a convicted rapist. Yeah. And it's
hey guys, turns out that being raised in a horrible cult that teaches you to treat people like objects might lead you to treat other people like objects. I know. Shocked, surprised, flabbergasted, bamboozled even, one might say.
Who knew? Who knew, right?
Who would have freaking knew?
Well, he does now. In jail forever.
Not yet. He hasn't been sentenced. He is sentencing hearings in August.
Oh, good. There's still time. Get in the car. We're going to do a hit and run.
No, we're not, Angel. We're not that bloodthirsty. I know
I
that
am.
you're...
Angel, the law's already moving forward.
If it was not for the laws of this land, I would have slaughtered you.
Angel, what the shit? No, that's not.
Okay,
he's
stop.
acting.
You're feeding it to his bloodlust.
What I'm feeding into is the fact that on the Black Files, you can clearly see we cut into the darker side of nerd and pop culture, and we cut to the heart of the matter. Sometimes we also have interviews with other members of the nerd and geek community, discussing different subjects of our time here. So if you want to actually cut in, as we say, like here, this is like the weekly news here, where we have a whole bunch of different news stories, whereas the Black Files is more like Dateline or 2020, where you have
this
like one
is a buffet. That is just dinner.
That is like the one meal that is clearly well prepared and detailed and stuff. This was the buffet of news, which is good. Also, they both have their merits. So if you want to have your fill, request access every Wednesday night as we go live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch for the Black Files.
All right. And, of course, tune into our main show, our number one show, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Twitch. We, the Motley Crew of Nerds, will be here to talk with you and discuss the latest news and stories that's circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a busy week, a slow week, or even a dead week, no matter what you're doing, whether you're talking, whether you're watching us on the screen, whether you're playing video games, or whether you're staring at your phones, we'll be here to discuss with each and every one of you. And everything, and again, I have to say, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in right now. Everything that we've been doing on this channel, from our multiple shows to our interviews, to our subathons, to our watch parties, to our con appearances, everything that we have been doing, it goes all the way back from our desire, from all the way back in 2013, to make your voice our mission. With that being said, Juan, are you ready, willing, and able?
Absolutely.
Go ahead and plug us away.
Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, and yours truly, Juan Arouse, as we bring to you the latest news of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between. And we strive to continue to make your voice our mission. Tune in live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell, become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to view us, continue to watch us, and continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/The Ravens Flock 13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock Online, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
Nice.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of our flagship platform. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.